distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Josh Jones there to get him down. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
ETN. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
One more time with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Returnable for Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, Winston. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Again, it's Lawrence. Just keeping the play alive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball to the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. Winston going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Jameis to throw it. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Winston now from the 50. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jacksonville.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Seahawks 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Check pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with a football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And now here's a carry heading left. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Winston. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now Winston. He'll fire one downfield for Finn. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in the